myself Shailesh Rane, and I welcome you all on behalf of Saraswat International Academy. Today we will learn chapter number 4, List and Table Handling in HTML, part 4. Student, in last lecture we learned list, nested list, order list, unordered list, description list. As well as in this lecture we are going to learn table handling in HTML. इसके पहले स्टूडेंट हम लोग ने लिस्ट कैसे बनाते हैं, नेस्टेड लिस्ट कैसे बनाते हैं, बुलेट्स कैसे देना है, नंबरिंग कैसे देना है, रोमन नंबर कैसे देना है, इसके बारे में हम लोग ने पढ़ा. Now in this lecture we will learn how to create table. First of all, before creating table, just I want to give few introduction about table. Like, what is actually table? The table is a structure that publish the content in a more structured way. It's called table. To present the information in proper format, we are using table. Table information increases degree of understanding and facilitate ease of its use. Okay, student? So, if information printed in continuous paragraph manner, it is difficult to make, read and understand it. But sometimes it also misinterpretation of information. But same thing if we get in a table format, like example, the name of the school, name of the student, date, the marks of the each child. If it is in table format, then it is visible clearly. Right, student? So table in HTML are very efficient in presenting structure information. So table contains information separated in form of grids. Information can be presented in a form of row and column in a table. So here we will start first practical. Let's learn how to create a small table first, student. So let's start it. First of all, I will open from here notepad file. And I have to create here simple the roll number of the student and name of the student and city of the student. This kind of table I have to create using HTML. So for that, student, here I am writing HTML head title tag I am writing here student information. After that, I close here title tag, and here I close head tag. After that, here I am opening body tag, and I have to create table. So for creating table, I am opening here table tag, and table tag I am writing here border equal to 2. Okay, student, and here I am closing table tag. Whenever you want to create table, it's compulsory to open table tag. Without table tag, you're not able to generate table format. Okay, student. So in table tag, once it's open, here first I want the row where I can see the heading like roll number, student name and city of that student. So for that, here for first row I am writing here, I want the first row for in table. So for first row I am writing here tr. It means table row, and inside that I want the heading. It means in first row, first column, I want to write the heading of the table. So for table heading, I will use here th tag. Th is for table heading, student, and here I am writing roll number. Okay, student, and here I close th tag. After that, here I again open th student name. Okay, student, here again I close the th tag. After that, here again I am opening table heading, city of the student, and here I close table heading tag. After that, here I will close tr tag, and after that, so here your one row is completed. स्टूडेंट, हमें क्या करना है, तो एक स्टूडेंट डिटेल का एक टेबल बनाना है, स्टूडेंट इंफॉर्मेशन होगी जिसमें, तो उसमें सबसे पहले जो हेडिंग रहेगी फर्स्ट रो में, जो फर्स्ट रो दिखेगा उसके अंदर हम लोग को रोल नंबर, स्टूडेंट्स नेम और सिटी ऐसा हेडिंग दिखना चाहिए। तो ये टीआर का मतलब होता है टेबल रो, यानी इससे आपका फर्स्ट रो जनरेट होगा, और टीएच यानी होता है आपका टेबल हेडिंग, जिससे एक रो के अंदर टोटल 3 कॉलम जनरेट होंगे। बिकॉज यहाँ पे मैंने 3 बार टीएच लिखा है, तो एक रो के अंदर ये 3 हेडिंग आएंगे 3 कॉलम के साथ। समझ में आया स्टूडेंट? चलो अभी नेक्स्ट रो बनानी है हमें, फिर से हम लोग लिखेंगे यहाँ पे टीआर। टीआर का मतलब टेबल रो, तो यहाँ पे से नेक्स्ट रो स्टार्ट होगा, बट जो नेक्स्ट रो है उसके अंदर हम लोग को हेडिंग नहीं चाहिए, हम लोग को सिर्फ डेटा चाहिए। तो हम लोग यहाँ पे लिखेंगे टीडी। टीडी का मतलब है टेबल डेटा। ओके स्टूडेंट, तो अभी डेटा देने के लिए सबसे पहले रोल नंबर, फर्स्ट स्टूडेंट का रोल नंबर लिखना है मेरे को, तो यहाँ पे मैं लिखता हूँ रोल नंबर 1, और यहाँ पे मैं टीडी टैग क्लोज करता हूँ। उसके बाद यहाँ पे मैं सेकंड टीडी ओपन करता हूँ। अभी सेकंड हेडिंग है मेरे स्टूडेंट्स नेम, यानी सेकंड टीडी में मेरे को लिखना है स्टूडेंट्स का नाम, तो यहाँ पे मैं लिखता हूँ व्रज पटेल, और यहाँ पे मैं टीडी टैग क्लोज करता हूँ। आफ्टर दैट द थर्ड हेडिंग इज सिटी, वेयर दैट स्टूडेंट इज लिविंग। आई वांट दैट सिटी नेम, सो हियर आई एम राइटिंग वापी, and here I close TD tag. After that my second row is completed, that's why I close here TR tag, and here I will open again for third row, again I will open here TR tag, and here I put the information of second student, that is roll number 2. Here I have to close TD tag. After that, here I have to write the name of the second child, second student. So second number student is Vivek Panchal, and here I close TD tag, and after that I have to write where he is living. So I am writing here Daman, and here I close TD tag student. Okay, understood? And after that I close here table row, यानी यहाँ पे मेरा रो कंप्लीट हो चुका है। चलो तो इस टेबल को सबसे पहले सेव करेंगे, फाइल सेव, सेव एज, और यहाँ पे मैं लिखता हूँ स्टूडेंट इंफॉर्मेशन डॉट HTML, और इसको हम लोग सेव करते हैं ऑल फाइल और डॉट HTML डेस्कटॉप पे। इसको मिनिमाइज करेंगे, तो यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट इंफॉर्मेशन नाम का पेज बन चुका है स्टूडेंट। इसको ओपन करते हैं। It will take time to open. Okay, got it student? So this is your table. For that you return the table border is 2, that's how it's coming like this way. roll number, that is your heading, roll number, student name and city, that is your heading. After that you return in TRTD. So this is your roll number 1 for student name and city. Then second student roll number, name and city. So have you understood? Now first of all we will learn about the border attribute. Now what is actually this border attribute? Border attribute is used to create a border around the table. The size of the border is given in pixel. So border attribute also used to create a border around each individual cell. So the width of the border is given in the form of pixel, and use of border attribute is an optional. So if you use the attribute with value 0, no border will be visible, but the border attribute, if you write the value, suppose here I written 2, in place of 2, if suppose I am writing a 4 and I save it, then you can see this effect on our web page. I open first this thing. Sometime if it is not opening, then you can open like this way also, student. So this thickness will be increases. Understood, student? After that, the next attribute is a BG color attribute. BG color attribute is used to make the table more attractive and colorful. The BG color attribute sets the background color for the table. The value of a BG color is given in two ways. Either you can write color name or a 6-digit hexadecimal code. So both the way you can apply the background color in table. So student, how to use this? Suppose if you want to apply background color, you can write here BG color equal to, I am writing here yellow. Okay, I save it and again I open it. So the table color, background color is yellow, and this is your BG color attribute. Have you understood, student, all of you? Any doubt? Okay. Now my next attribute is cell padding attribute. Now what is cell padding attribute, student? If two table cells are placed next to each other and both contain text, there may be a problem. So if there is not enough space between the edges of the cell and the text, the word would combine with each other and making them hard to read. Right now here I am writing Vraj Patel, but after that there is a space, right? But suppose if this full data, the full column, this cell is completed with the name, then it is difficult to understand. So similarly, if there is a border around each cell and the text touches the border, it will be hard to read, right student? अगर ये यहाँ पे टच हो रहा है तो ये थोड़ा सा हार्ड है रीड करने के लिए, ये डिफिकल्ट है, ये दिखने में सही से नहीं दिखेगा. So for that the solution is we can add some space as a padding to the cell which makes their content easier to read. तो हम लोग यहाँ पे padding यानी cell space देंगे around that text को, तो जिसकी वजह से ये easily read हो सकता है. The cell padding attribute is used to create a space between the edges of the cell and its content. So the cell padding attribute pads some spaces inside each wall of the cell of the table. Okay student, so the value of cell padding attribute can be specified either in pixel or percentage value. So for that, how to complete this thing, student? Here I will show you practically. Suppose if you want to apply cell padding, so you can write here cell padding equal to, if you want to write in pixel format, then don't write anything, just you have to write the number 25. I save it and from here I refresh it. So this is called, students, cell padding. You can see here the edges of the cell, it's get the some space, as well as the content also come in proper format, so you can able to read this thing. Understood, student, what is cell padding? Now in place of 25, if I want to write in percentage format, then I can write here 20 percentage, and I save it, and again from here I refresh this page, so it is in percentage format. So have you understood what is cell padding? If you want to give the space around the text, then you have to use cell padding attribute. Now our next attribute is cell spacing attribute. Now what is cell spacing attribute? It is used to create a space between the cells of the table. So the amount of the space can be specified either in pixel or as percentage value. So here I will show you how to use cell spacing in place of cell padding. Okay, I can keep this cell padding also, and here I am writing cell spacing equal to double quote. Here I am writing 25. I save this page, and from here everyone observe it properly. Right now I am refreshing this page, then what will affect, you have to observe it. I press F5 keys. Let me check. I save it properly. Cell spacing, the spelling mistake, that's why it's not applied. Okay, right now again I am saving it, and I refresh it. So this is called, students, cell spacing. Have you understood? Now the same thing I am writing in percentage format. Suppose if I write here 30%, I want the cell spacing 30%, I save it and I refresh it. Percentage not work. I write here, suppose 50% cell spacing, I save. Okay, so here you have to use, student, pixel only. You can write here 55, save and refresh it. So this is applied over here. Okay, student, understood? Now our next attribute is width attribute. The width attribute is used to specify the width of the table. The value is given either in pixel or in percentage. So how to apply width? Here I am writing, student, table width is equal to, I am writing here 50. I save it, and from here I refresh it. So this is your table width. If I am writing by percentage, I save it and I refresh it. So this is coming in percentage format. So this is called width attribute of the table. Now next attribute is align attribute, student. The align attribute specify the position of the content of all the cell in the row. ओके, यहाँ पे जितने भी सेल रहेंगे रो के अंदर, इनका पोजीशन आपको कैसे रखना है, किस डायरेक्शन में रखना है, ये हम सेट कर सकते हैं. जैसे कि अगर हम लोग ने पोजीशन रखा है लेफ्ट, तो कंटेंट इज लेफ्ट अलाइन, एंड दिस इज डिफॉल्ट केस फॉर नॉर्मल टेक्स्ट. बाय डिफॉल्ट वो लेफ्ट अलाइन ही होता है, और राइट लिखेंगे तो राइट, सेंटर लिखेंगे तो सेंटर, जस्टिफाई लिखेंगे तो जस्टिफाई. तो चलो देखते हैं अभी ये कैसे अलाइन करना है हमें. तो यहाँ पे मैं लिखता हूँ अभी अलाइन इक्वल टू राइट, and I save it, I refresh it. So the full table shifted the right side. Suppose if I want to write the same thing Suppose here I am writing center, CENTER. Here center spelling should be CENTER, and I want the student's name should be in, suppose, right side. Then I write here align equal to right. Okay student, I save this file and I refresh it. So it's coming in center because here I apply the value align equal to center. That's a table coming in center. But the student's name here I written align is equal to right. That's why this student name came right hand side. Okay student, understood how to use this align attribute? Now the next attribute is bg color attribute that I already shown. But suppose if you want to apply this for each row different way, then how to use it? What I will do, I remove from here Ctrl X and I apply here as well as I apply here as well as I apply here. Here I am writing color red and here I am writing color green. Okay student, I save it and again I refresh this page, so you can see here the color which I apply on each table row, it's affected over there and we got the result here. Understood student? Now in the next session we will start v-align attribute. Here we will stop today. Whatever you have doubt, you can ask me on my WhatsApp number. Thank you student.